Hello and welcome to Wanderland. Today we are back in London and we are at Piccadilly Circus. We are going to be celebrating 250 years of Veuve Clicquot at their Solaire Culture pop-up event. So come with me down the rabbit hole and let's see what we get up to. Discover Veuve Clicquot's Solaire Culture, their first ever global traveling exhibition. It arrives this London in summer. Immerse yourself in 250 years of the Maison's heritage, inspired by 9 female artists who have each used the pioneering entrepreneurial spirit of Madame Clicquot as inspiration. Here you'll be transported to explore Veuve Clicquot's cultural imprint from 1772 to the present day, viewed through the creative lens of an all-female team. Solaire Culture has been crafted to celebrate optimism. This exhibition was located in Piccadilly Circus in London, and the dates were the 12th of May 2023 through the 6th of June 2023, and it was free admission. Please keep an eye on the website for Veuve Clicquot for further pop-up exhibitions. This enduring image of Madame Clicquot is a portrait painted in her lifetime when she was already La Grande Dame de la Champagne and a highly respected businesswoman. In 2006, the Japanese artist Yayoi Kasuma turned this painting into a new icon with her trademark polka dots. But who was this Madame Clicquot? To celebrate its 250th anniversary, Maison Veuve Clicquot gathered 6 female artists to portray Madame Clicquot, the inventor, the striver, but also the dreamer. Inspired by her writings and her achievements, they offered their vision of the 19th century Renaissance woman who pushed the boundaries and paved the way for generations of female entrepreneurs. Clicquot Audacity, Madame Clicquot, La Grande Dame de la Champagne. Barbe Nicole Clicquot Pondessarin was born in 1777, the daughter of a textile manufacturer in Reims, Champagne. Widowed at the age of 27, she took control of her own destiny and became one of the first modern women entrepreneurs. In 1805 in France, women were not permitted to have a career beyond childbearing and did not even have the rights to open a bank account. A rarely used exception was for widows who could inherit their husband's businesses. Against her father-in-law's wishes and society's expectations, Madame Clicquot seized this opportunity. She resolved not only to take charge of the vineyard, but to turn the business around single-handedly, renaming it after herself. The Widow Clicquot, she transformed the Champagne house into a brand of excellence and made it shine the world over. A prolific letter writer, even by the standards of the day, Madame Clicquot reveals a lot about her personality in her correspondence. What stands out is her optimism, her pragmaticism, and also her free-spiritedness. In this next room, the process of riddling is explained. This is a riddling table. It is used to collect sediment in the necks of the bottles by turning them every few days either left or right. This produces a crystal clear champagne. It is still used today in different methods, and it was invented by Veuve Clicquot herself. Madame Clicquot, icon and pioneer. Not just a champion negotiator with a shrewd head for business, Madame Clicquot was a problem solver whose creativity and lust for innovation led to its many firsts in champagne. The first known vintage champagne, the invention of the riddling table, the first known blended rosé champagne, 3 inventions that revolutionized champagne making and were widely adopted by producers and becoming the basis of modern champagne production. Veuve Clicquot is different, and not just in its distinctive champagne style. Creativity is in its DNA, and it's expressed throughout the color, design, and not least functionality that typifies the brand's creative world, not to mention a little dose of humor. But first, where did it all begin? With Madame Clicquot, who had almost a 21st century grasp the importance of presentation and branding, a term that originated with the hot stamping of corks. When the labeling of bottles became de rigueur, it was Madame Clicquot who insisted on a simple, clear, but elegant label, focusing on the essentials. Her successor, Edouard Whirl, printed the labels in a Solaire yellow for the drier style of champagne favored by the British. Dry had an immediate success, and the yellow color rapidly became the identity of Veuve Clicquot. The yellow label was officially registered in 1877 and has since become an emblem of Veuve Clicquot today. In July 2010, a group of Finnish divers found 168 bottles of champagne beneath the Baltic Sea off the coast of Åland. Bottles were sent back to France for analysis, and 46 were Veuve Clicquot. When the wine was tasted in 2015, several of them were still drinkable, well preserved thanks to the cold and dark conditions of the depths. Chemical analysis showed levels of sugar compared to today's champagne were much higher, and it was the characteristic of people's tastes at the time, especially the Russian market, known for its preference for sweeter wines. On November 17, 2017, a local government of Åland announced that most of the bottles were to be auctioned off. A bottle of a nearly 200-year-old Veuve Clicquot broke the record for the most expensive champagne ever sold. In 2011, a bidder paid 30,000 euros for one of them found in the Baltic Sea. As a result, in 2014, the house submerged 300 bottles and 50 magnums of its champagne at the exact location of the wreck to study whether it matures differently than on land. It will be resurfaced in 40 years and compared with another set of champagne aged underground at the same depth. How amazing! The love of beautiful objects. From grapes to wine, bottles to packaging, Madame Clicquot was on a permanent quest for excellence. Today, Veuve Clicquot collaborates with a host of designers to produce one-off artworks, but also accessible, useful, and sustainable objects, spreading the joy of champagne and the fun of reinvention. The most famous Clicquot objects need no introduction. The ice jacket, the Clicquot fridge, the Clicquot arrow, and origami-inspired icebox are icons in their own right. But they are the best-known faces in a galaxy of stars. From the many original, playful, and useful packaging designs to the high-end and bespoke collaborations with international artists and designers such as Andre Putman, Tom Dixon, and Kareem Rashid. Veuve Clicquot's love of beautiful objects has forged a lasting and emotional connection with consumers. Distinctively contemporary, they are also a tribute to Madame Clicquot's inventiveness, sense of aesthetics, and insistence on quality. Veuve Clicquot has been a leader in incorporating sustainable development principles into its close relationships with design, including a reissue of the 4 Clicquot icons in fully recyclable and plastic-free materials. Spring budding, summer ripening, autumn harvest, and winter pruning. The seasons dictate every stage of grape production, but it's only by paying the closest attention to nature that they can ensure the most bountiful harvest. Veuve Clicquot's 393 hectares of vineyards are situated in the most reputed locations in the Champagne region, largely thanks to Madame Clicquot's foresight. Here, 3 grape varieties are grown: Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Meunier. The vineyard is managed through sustainable farming with 0 herbicides, eco-grazing, and the use of green manure and the hand-picking of grapes. So I am here. I've just completed the Veuve Clicquot Solaire experience, celebrating 250 years of Veuve Clicquot. And now I'm in the sunny side up. Is it the Sunny Side Cafe right here? It's a little pop-up area up at the top of the exhibition. And I hope you can hear me because it's terribly loud. But yes, everything is the beautiful sunny yellow orange, and it's just a great place to be. I'm very excited. We've got some gorgeous glasses. I'll show you these really quick. Can you see that? Very nice. And you can have a champagne tasting of the yellow label, the rosé, as well as the Grand Dame. And that is for 70 pounds. And you also get a chance to have one of their dishes. They have a few things on offer to eat. They have a Andes Cola braised short rib burger, an eggs and marmite soldiers, green chapsura, or a sweet plantain waffles. So if that's something that would interest you, this is here for a limited time now. It's only here for, I think, until June 12th, 2023. So if you like Veuve Clicquot and you want to learn a little bit more about the Veuve Clicquot brand, this is a perfect place to come. For me, I really enjoyed the exhibition. I wasn't able to really talk through what I saw, but I did take a lot of video and I took a lot of photographs and stuff. So I'll be able to put this together for you, I believe, through clever editing, definitely. So I'm going to be here and enjoy the rest of the afternoon at the Sunny Side Up Cafe, and I will let you know what's going on as it happens. After enjoying the exhibition, come on up to the iconic Sunny Side Up Cafe. The menu features brunch classics with a contemporary Veuve Clicquot twist. Celebrated chef and TV personality Andy Oliver brings her much-loved sunny flavors to the cafe's brand new menu. How do you like your eggs? With Veuve Clicquot champagne, of course. So drop down the rabbit hole at the Sunny Side Up Cafe for their all-day brunch, served with a sunny side of serving of Veuve Clicquot. I know I sure did. Okay, against my better judgment, I am getting a bottle of rosé. Rosé rabbit juice. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Yay! Thank you.
How much is this? Okay. And when they do, they'll move to whatever.
Beautiful, thank you very much. So I did it. Foolish, but I did it. There we go. Thank you very much. Had to make sure to get some water as well. So I almost had to do this, didn't I? I mean, look at this. I know what it tastes like, but I just love it. And plus it comes in this gorgeous Veuve Clicquot ice bucket. Perfect. So the exhibition was really good. I learned a lot. Before I came here, I made sure to read all about Veuve Clicquot on the websites just to get a little background. And like I was saying before, it was very difficult to really tell you guys exactly what was happening while I was doing it. It was a different kind of exhibition. It was very quiet, and you really couldn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish with it. But all in all, very, very neat. I've been drinking Veuve Clicquot for many, many years, and I really do enjoy this champagne house. And I learned it was a woman-owned business. She owned it, Madame Clicquot, from the time she was 27 years old. She was able to run it back in the times when women were not allowed to run businesses. But because she was a widow, she had a different set of rules that came for her. So, I tell you, here's to Veuve Clicquot and Veuve. It means widow, so unfortunately it does mean widow. But here's to you and the happiness that you brought millions of people around the world. I'm recording. Can you believe that? I'm silly and I'm recording. Yeah. I might as well continue to talk. So, yeah, good place. Good place. I'm enjoying it. But I think I definitely made a mistake by not getting the hamburger because the hamburger looks gorgeous. Why didn't I get the hamburger? Should I get the hamburger? Probably should get the hamburger, shouldn't I? Probably will. I'm still here at the Sunny Side Up Cafe, and I'm really having a nice time. It's a great place to look around and watch people. Right over here on my right, I've got Piccadilly Circus and all the Union Jacks being held up, and it's just beautiful. The sun is out in London, and what a great place. Absolutely great. It's not as busy as it was, so it's a little more mellow, and yeah, it's going very well. I would definitely recommend coming to this exhibition. It is in Piccadilly Circus, and it is only here until June 12th. So make sure there's free tickets online. I will leave links down below, definitely. But yeah, all in all, a great time. And that burger looked so good. It was about that big, and it just looked fresh and beautiful. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So maybe if I'm back, I'll be able to do that. But for now, I'm fine. I had breakfast today, so it's fine. I've got my rabbit juice. But thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. And I really look forward to making more content for you. I just enjoy it so much. So I'll see you next time down the rabbit hole. Bye-bye. 250 years of Veuve Clicquot at the Solaire Culture Museum.